Hi again. As you know, I'm back maybe for 2 hours now since I was doing my thing. I was thinking to talk about guns and violence and all of it in Texas, but not in this video. It will come up later when I have collect more data on the shooting and anything in Texas, so I maybe will be more clarified over what happening in the past. But as you know, it is a lot of things now in the government. No, but instead I'm going to talking about porn. As you know, porn is not only regular porn, it could be everything from difficult things addiction as many people have when it comes to adultery, whatever. But okay, I have maybe nothing against sex and all of it, except that I'd rather hold it for myself and have it with someone out there. But I'm not saying that I should forbid porn. But in this case, I will do it because what I see today, it's how addicted this kind of thing is. Porn should be forbidden, yes, it should be. But that depends what kind of porn we're laying out. The majority of whatever some people considering as normal, but it's not. There's a lot of things when it comes to porn who shouldn't be admitted at all. Instead, it should be taken with further concussion, as I would say. Porn is the most destructive tools of everything when it comes to someone's mind. And what do the business do about that? Nothing. They don't care about that. All they care about is money and anything that comes in their hands. They refuse to think the mental health can ever hurt someone, especially if you're young or maybe an older person who literally take whatever comes around. And in that case, I always thinking, how can all of those boys handle themselves except to ask their fiance, please can you do this, please can you do that? Despite that some of them maybe think, well, that's wrong. That's not how sex should be. Well, in that case, I wonder, what the hell is wrong with everybody now? It's more like we suck up to everything who comes with porn today. It's more like we accept whatever comes out there without to fight against it by telling that's wrong. It is something I know exactly is that whatever I have seen in the past, it's something that disgusted me so much. I mean, for example, when my siblings were telling that they were watching porn in classroom. Okay, was it a friend who actually showed you that, or what was it? Well, it wasn't any of them, even though we know that some of them does it in his class, which should actually be taken in action, yes. But instead, there were a lot of other people especially a teacher who thought that porn was education. Okay, she was a sex educator, but, well, okay, I don't say she, it could be he, it could be anyone. But I was maybe for 15 years ago when I asked my siblings, what the hell have you seen that video? Was it really a teacher who showed you? Yes, of course it was it. And then I asked why. Well, that was the part of the education. But you can't have porn in sex education. That's not real sex. I mean, all of it they do in the porn ain't exactly what sex is about. You should never ask a public person like that. If you're going to ask somebody, ask a person with a logic and ask a person who know about sex more and what to do. But this is not sex. The difference between mine and my brother's education was that I was basic by learning what sex was, even though I hated to go in sex education. But I was a force, I was a law, anything. But if I would become the power myself, I would actually ban that part and never allow sex be learned by males. Perhaps I can let any females to decide if they want to learn or not, so they could prepare and see what this is about. Then it's up to them to make a choice if they want to have sex or not. When it comes to boys, I would rather make sure that each and anyone are banned until they understand what sex is. Then we could educate them. We can't educate them in middle of what kind of idiotic mind each and any of them are in, what position they are in. Well, but that's not how it works. If anyone going to educate, each and anyone have to educate in equal terms. That's how it is. But that doesn't work on which gender it is. A majority of females who have more understandable about sex, why few of them maybe not. And when it comes to males, a majority of the males are an idiot, why few males ain't idiot at all. And again, sometimes you still have to separate porn and sex. What is different? But the more I see it, the more I getting really angry and disgusted about that. It's more like a few people who still have no understanding what porn is. It wasn't supposed to be around us at all. I mean, since 1800, as we know, the first porn who came out was from a magazine, who was sold to every males around who watched porn every day. The time porn came out to women was around 1917, of course. So yeah, for first time females had porns as they can watch whenever they want. It could be from gay to lesbian to any kind of things to maybe attract them. Why for males it would be, well, you maybe get the idea of it. So yeah, no problem about that. However, Nothing of this is actually healthy for each and any mind. That's why it's better to ban all porns around the world. And maybe, but here's also many problem with porn. As you know, you have the regular pornographic, you have BDSM porn. That's difficult. I can say about this, when it comes to fandom, I would say that's okay, no problem. But what about male domination? That's the hysterical thing. Even though some people may say, okay, male domination, we need it, blah, 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 blah. But here's the truth. That's the corruption. Because every porn who are made on that way, who addict every males, are considering to be the toxic side. It is. Every male have difficult way to stop immediately or taking a no for it. And that's the part of whatever seems to be really dangerous when it comes to all of this. We should all fight against porn. Both females, males, and everybody. Or maybe we could just cancel some of them and perhaps let few of them be. I don't know. I'm not for porn. I hate porn in many ways. And as I know, okay, some people might wonder, why didn't you have sex in this case? How can you hate porn in this case? Well, I can say one thing, of course. I may never have sex before. Never. But I know what is different between sex and porn. It's not the same. Sex is between two people, no matter what gender you belong to. If you're male or female, whatever your partner is it same gender or opposite gender? And we should remember there is different genders now, and few gender identity, whatever I could call it. Okay, how about the difference between all the porn categories? Well, about the real porn, we have also 3D porn and hentai. What about those? As you know, there's a lot of fucking sites around who actually destroy our minds. Artists who think that everything is just art, but it's not. The truth is, porn is really, really toxic and really dangerous for each and any humanity who lives. Especially when it comes to the males. It should never be around any males at all, unless there is maybe something we could considering as normal. Well, for example, I could say kinky stuff can maybe be something. For example, a reverse payment, for example, could be okay. But not not this kind of thing when it comes to all of it. I mean, everything is hellish. As I know, there's a lot of things who need to be fixed. Everything we have with porn to do should never exist, not even from beginning. Back in the well, maybe 70s or 60s, I don't know. However, I think it was year 1700. Somewhere there, the porn were actually existing. But I wish that sooner or later we should all have act in early time by banning all of it and make sure that porn will never come close to sex education or whatever. So, for example, today in Great Britain, as I heard, they have banned few porns anyway, but they are too slow to ban that. I mean, you have a lot of sites somewhere that they have banning all the pornographic as well. And I'm very happy that they have begun. But it is too much time to think. Then will it be done? I don't know. It's taking time. It is really a sad story that porn exists and destroy everyone's mind. It is dangerous for the humanity. It is. It should never be in public or in a private person's mind at all. I would be ready if United States of America saying no more porn, and I hope it will come around the world and everybody can live a normal life without porn. We should have a porn-free world, not a world filled with porn. Well, that's all I have, but I'm not finished with it. So this will also be a part 1 of this video about porn. Anyway, have a nice day everybody. Take it easy. Goodbye.